is a sense of union and community.
It's just passion.
Loyalty, emotion, energy and excitement.
Expertise, skill, timing. Football is very high energy, high concentration, accurate moves. And actually, when you think about those things, they're dance too, you know.
It's dance, but without music.
If you look at football as a kind of choreography, there's some fantastic stuff, you know, these high kicks. So actually, I've always thought it looks rather like dance.
Yeah. From here, just shifting your knees, don't take an extra step. Form.
So once every year we hand over the main stage for a project like this, which allows people from different backgrounds, some young people, older people, different parts of the community, to do a performance on this stage. But most importantly, they're working with professional choreographers, professional lighting designers, composers, so a professional team working with non-professional dancers. And this year, in addition, we're also working with the West Ham United Foundation. And the reason we're doing that is because we are going to be going out to Olympic Park with a new venue soon, and so we want to start working with partners there.
When I heard it was going to be about football, I thought it's a bit weird because you wouldn't expect like a dance theme to be based on football mainly.
When I found out this project was about football, I felt slightly scared because I'm not a big fan of football. But I've always been really fascinated by the passion, by the fans.
I think it's quite an amazing theme because I think even if you're not a football fan, everyone has a story about football. Everyone has some kind of personal connection with football.
First time I went to football was in 1949 and I saw the great England goalkeeper called Frank Swift.
Both my parents were followers of football, and we'd watch all the games on Saturday night and on Sunday afternoon.
When it's like the World Cup and like lots of people come round and you have big get-togethers and watch it.
I'm having a very good memory of football on the radio when I was a kid. I could fall asleep listening to football match on the radio.
In 1958, I saw Pelé play in the World Cup, Brazil against Sweden, and Pelé scored the 2 winning goals.
For me, it was all about kind of a very, very early form of escapism and forgetting about everything else and going to the game with my dad because we're both Derby County supporters, which has its ups and mainly downs.
At West Ham Foundation, we share the same kind of objectives as Sadler as well, so it was a really good partnership. The great thing about football is it's accessible to most people. It brings together people from different communities, different backgrounds, different cultures together.
Football is one of the sports that brings all different kind of communities together, and I think this is doing the same, because just being around the building and being people's rehearsal space, you see all different cultures, different background, abilities, just trying to have one aim. It's about inviting everyone.
It's a massive positive to have more than one age group involved in a show. I think it's very rare. I think it represents life. Like, to be honest, having a large multi-generational cast is like stepping outside and seeing human beings. I think sometimes we're accustomed to people on stage of a certain style, of a certain age, of a certain look, and we've got different races, different sizes, different ages, and that's what life is like, and why can't we represent that on stage?
This project, it's for me an occasion to meet other person. It's good for my health and good for my mind.
First of all, I come here, I know only one girl. After that, I meet all and say hi, how are you? Get chatting with everybody in the break. It's good.
I think people should give any age a chance to do that, even if you've got disability, even if you ain't got disability. I think give everyone a chance.
There's lots of similarities between football and dance. It's very much about working as a team and understanding each other in that moment, and that happens on stage with dancers.
The adrenaline when you play football is kind of the same kind of dance, the kind of feeling that you're doing something big.
You've worked so long on a piece and then you're finally going to go on stage, so you want it to be amazing and you want everyone to push their hardest.
I like to try something completely different. And that's what I'm doing now, and it's gonna be great.
I've never really performed on a stage this big. I mean, it's a very prestigious theatre
where many great people have danced. And I think the fact there's so many people, the energy is going to be incredible.
It's like scoring a goal because you get the same feeling. You're really, really happy, and so is your teammates. When you're dancing, you get the same feeling because you know you've done a good performance. I'll be very excited for when the time comes. I'm gonna nail it.